Welcome to our very first lesson in the module 1 of Welcome to the World of Grant, and I promise you it's going to be a game changer. So in this lesson, we're going to be looking and answering the question, what is grant? And our goal in this lesson is to understand the true meaning of a grant, what makes it unique, and clear up some myths around it. So today, we are answering the question, what is grant? What is grant? All right, now that may sound simple, but a lot of people get it wrong often. So in this video, we are going to clear things up once and for all. So what is grant? That leads us to our definition. A grant is a sum of money given to you, or a grant is a sum of money given by a government, by a foundation, a company, or donor to support a project, to support a program or person or organization. Let me take it again. A grant is a sum of money given by government, foundation, company, or donor to support a project, program, person, or organization. And here is the best part of a grant. You don't have to pay it back. Sound amazing, right? But let's not stop there. Let's break it down by comparing grants with three other familiar terms: loans, sponsorships, and donations. All right. So let's just imagine you want to launch a community library for young girls in your neighborhood, and you need an amount, let's say 1 million naira or whatever the currency might be in wherever you are watching this video to make it happen. So there are a lot of options to take. Option one is a loan. You walk into a bank, they offer you 1 million naira with interest, but it's going to have interest. That is what makes loan to be a loan. Now, I'm trying to explain the difference between a grant, loan, sponsorship, and donations. And we are just imagining that you want to launch a community project of library for young girls, and you need money. You need 1 million, or let's say you need $10,000 to make it happen. So the first option is that you walk into a bank and they offer you $10,000, but with an interest. Let's say it has an interest of $2,000. So that means that you are going to be paying back $12,000 back to the bank. Now, in this option of loan, you have your money that you want, but you must repay it. It's a very stressful process. In fact, they might not even loan you up to that amount. So at the end of the day, bank benefits from your repayment. If you are paying back $12,000, so that means that they are making benefit of $2,000 or whatever the cost may be at their end. So the second option is sponsorship. So you go to a company and they say, we give you the money, we give you the $10,000 to do what you want to do. And but we want our logo on everything, on flyers, on promotion, on everything that you are doing. That is what sponsorship is all about. And you will make us and you will market us in return, and then you get to market them. So in this scenario, you get the money, you get the funding, but you must promote the sponsor. You must put them in your flyer. You must talk about them. You must advert them. You must market them. Give them some yield for the money they have given you. And this one is often used in events, not social profits. Let's say you want to host a program, so they don't give sponsorship to fund social project like library, for example, and some other thing. And at the end of the day, it's a branding deal. So it's not a pro bono grant or money. It's going to be win-win. You do something for them for the money they are giving you, like you are rendering a service for that money. Now, the third option is a donation. Let's say someone that loves your idea, you met someone that loves your idea, and they gave you, let's say one person gave you from the $10,000 that you made. You see someone that gave you $2,000, someone else gave you $5,000, someone else gave you $500, and all that from their pocket and out of goodwill. So there's no formal process, no reporting required. At the end of the day, we see that a donation is very flexible, and usually it's usually a small amount from that $10,000 that you want or you need for the project, and you see someone that give you $2,000 from it and is in that small amount. And then a donation is usually unreliable or one time. If someone gives you $2,000 just to donate for a cause that you are pursuing, there's no guarantee that they can give you $2,000 for another project tomorrow. Now, that leads us to option 4, which is a grant. The option 4 of a grant is you find a youth development foundation that support girls' education. So you write a proposal, you submit the idea that you want, and they award you the $10,000 you need to execute the project. No repayment, right? So they may request updates regarding the project. Okay, how is it going? Photos, reports, but it's your project, it's your ownership. So in grants, we see that there's no repayment, unlike loans, and it's funded based on merit and impact, purely merit and impact regarding what you want to do. If you are able to build a library in a rural community whereby girls and youths are not being educated, this is on impact. You are transforming people and giving them access to information and education. Also, we see that this option of grant is formal application and reporting. You have to apply formally. You have to fill some form, answer some question regarding the project you want to do. And also, we see that grant has the higher chances of scaling. That project can grow to, to several others. A lot of people can fund it as a form of grant. So there is a chance of scaling, unlike all those other 3 options mentioned. So a grant is structured, impact-driven money that helps you bring your idea to life with trust and accountability. I think I should put this on here. Or let me say it again. A grant is structured, impact-driven money that helps you bring your idea to life with trust and accountability. Because most of these grant funders are not going to get to your location. Let's say you are in Nigeria, in a remote village, you are doing something for farmers or whatever you are doing, and MasterCard Foundation or Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation want to fund you. They are not going to come down all the way from US to your village to see those things. So it's based on trust and accountability that, okay, this is what you say you want to do, and we are giving you the resource to do it. So you do it and you report on what you are going. But at the end of the day, it's still your project. Now, let's look at some common myths about grants. Some common misconceptions of what are not true regarding grants. If you might have heard about several of these before. Now, let's deal with some of these myths that stop people from applying for grants. By the way, this video is made available by Grant Database. You can check it out, grantdatabase.org. So if you are just joining on YouTube, ensure you subscribe to this channel and click on the notification bell. So for myth number 1, misconceptions is that grants are only for NGOs. This is a misconception. But the reality is that individuals can apply also. There are a lot of grants for individuals, for startups, like for profit organization, and not only NGOs. Government can apply for grants, individuals can apply for grants, and a lot of things. I have a friend, one of our user of Grant Database recently won a fellowship to Kantari Fellowship in India. So that is individual, no registered business, no NGO, just him, individual. So there are grants for students, artists, youth leaders, techies, women, farmers, even teenagers. Example of this, we have the Young African Women Leaders Fellowship, which offers grants to individuals with ideas, no registered organization, no registered NGO required. And also in Nigeria, we have the TED Fund that support research-based individuals in higher education institutions. So the second misconception about grant is the myth too, is that you have to know someone inside. So now this is also wrong. A lot of people might be saying that you have to know someone inside. For example, Ford Foundation, you don't know anybody inside, but yet they can fund your project. Now, the reality is that most grant competitions are open and merit based. All of them are merit based. They are open. Anyone can apply. You don't need to know anybody. So if you follow instructions and if you meet criteria and write a strong application, you stand a very, very good chance to win grants. Now we have example the Asoka Changemakers platform. They fund change makers globally. So most of them are discovered through open calls. These organizations, even if you are in village, you can apply. They fund change makers globally. In fact, they like to fund people in areas that you can't really readily access. So I've personally helped someone from a small town in Ondo State to win $5,000 youth innovation grant with no connection, just a clear idea and the right training. So the third misconception about grant is it's too complicated. I can't write grants unless I'm a pro. This is also not true. The reality is that you don't need a degree in English or development studies. In fact, most grants will tell you that they are not interested in your English. They just want to see your thoughts. They want to read your story. They want to see your projects. So most of them are not interested in grammatical error. This is not Harvard that they will start pointing out that you need to have a degree in English to be able to submit. No. So grant writing is simply about communicating your idea clearly. Who do you want to help? Why and how? Communicating this clearly. So that is exactly what you learn from this training, right? So the fourth, okay, I think that is the three misconceptions, the three myths about grants and grant writing. So let's look at why grants exist. Now, this is a very big question. Why will someone give away free money? Do you get the question? Why would someone give away free money? Like you have free money and then you just want to give it away. So why would someone even think of that to give away free money? So the truth is many institutions are mandated to support social good. Yes, according to law, many institutions they are mandated to support social goods. Philanthropy are there also, the CSR, corporate social responsibility. We have government programs. They are all designed to solve problems through people like you, like me, like whoever is seeing this video. And they have millions of dollars, in fact, billions of dollars in sitting in their budgets every year, waiting for strong proposals. A lot of billionaires in the world today, especially from the US, they decide that they are going to give their billions away. Bill Gates is giving away his money gradually. We have a lot of them that are giving away a lot of money to help social good. So that is why grants exist. All right. Let's look at some rewards examples. So we have some reward examples. So the .com in Ghana, we have a lot of them. Pad Up Nigeria and AgroHack Challenge winner. So these people are not that famous. Many did not even have a fancy organization. They had a problem to solve and they dared to ask for funding through grants. So now wrapping up for this, why this matters. So let's bring it home. Grants are one of the most powerful tools of change in our world. They allow ordinary people like you to solve real problems without going into debt. without selling our soul and without waiting for permission. So, if you can learn how to spot grants, write clearly, and stay consistent, this skill can literally change your life if you can. So, whether you want to run your own project or help others apply as a freelancer or build a career in the non-profit world, this is your starting line. I hope you get what you understand what grant is or what grants are. All right, for the lessons quick activity, you are going to have this assignment to do. So to close this lesson, here is a simple task. Write three things you now understand about grants that you did not know before. Three things. Put them in the comment section. Yeah, just put them in the comment section or you submit it on our learning platform. Three things that you have learned about grants that you didn't know before. So this will help cement your learning and show you just how far you have already come. See you in lesson 2.